Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is great. Yeah. What'd you do this weekend? I did not get anything done that I intended to get done this weekend. I did not, I didn't shoot game videos. I didn't make Chris's meeple. I have one up here, one of the originals, but it's not the right size. It's not good enough. So I need to make. I told Chris I would make him. I'm gonna make him a thing, but I'm feeling icky. I was hoping to avoid it. Whatever my kid has had, whatever Malia has, I think I have. I woke up today. I felt kind of just off all weekend. A little bit of shiver yesterday. Woke up today. I've got a sore throat and drainage. It's not bad, whatever it is so far, but she said it wasn't bad for a couple of days for her and then it got worse, which is not good considering the week that we have ahead of us, which is Thanksgiving week. And I have a feeling I won't be going. She goes to her family's, obviously, every year, and then they have like, so her grandparents got divorced and remarried, so there's her mom's Thanksgiving, there's her aunt's Thanksgiving, and then both grandparent like there's four Thanksgivings to go to, and I think that I have a feeling I'm not going to be at any of them because I'm going to be responsible, which sucks. But at the same time, um, I don't care about Thanksgiving. It's never been an important holiday to me. I don't necessarily enjoy the food. I don't look forward to the food most people do. Like to me, it's just a meal. I don't overindulge on Thanksgiving. I don't enjoy American football, so there's nothing. There's this holiday for me has always just been it's time off and time with family, and I love spending time with her family. Absolutely love it. But you got to do what's right for everybody. And if I have to stay home, I have to stay home. I'm not saying I am. Maybe maybe I'm at the tail end of it or something. Maybe I just didn't have a whole lot of symptoms and I feel better by Thursday. But we'll see. Right now, it's been this today has been a little bit progressively worse. It started off just feeling pretty meh, but I've gotten kind of feeling worse throughout the day. So we'll see what happens. What'd you do? Anything exciting this weekend? Oh, we did start playing. So at this point, I think it's been years. I've heard about this game called Return of the Obra Dinn, and I've heard it's a good game for like couples to play. Like it's one of those puzzle solving type games, and so I downloaded it. It was on sale a while back. I bought it, and we started it Saturday night. And man, it's a really cool game. If you haven't played it yet, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. I think it's best to go with no knowledge because the game doesn't give you knowledge. Like the game doesn't tell you how to play the game. It's old school. Just dive right in. And so far, it's been really fascinating. Uh, and I can definitely see why people say it's a good couples game. It's the kind of thing that I think if you didn't have two brains thinking about it, maybe you would need to take notes. Maybe, and we probably should be taking notes. We haven't taken notes yet, but maybe we should. Other than that, me and the kid didn't do any role playing. We might try later today. I'm not sure. I've been reading the Iron Sword stuff, which is really good. Did we show that here? I guess we did. Yeah. Uh, it's a really interesting system, and I like its approach to the Oracle, which is if you don't know, like people play solo RPGs. I have a few of those. Uh, if you haven't heard of Travis, huh? I don't remember his name. I'll put a link in the description for Press Pot Games is his company, and he designs little like zine-sized solo journaling RPGs. And sometimes they're two-player, sometimes it's a lot of times it's just solo. And the idea when you're playing a solo RPG is just like a regular RPG, you make it up and you play it as a character. and you journal it. You write down everything that you've done. And some people will actually use that as a writing exercise and turn it into kind of a story, which is cool. But Iron Sworn has a built-in oracle system, and the idea is that you're the DM, so you can't just like I mean, I guess you could just make it up. You could play both sides and pretend not to know everything and make it up. But the idea here is that if you need kind of, I don't know what's in this room, roll the dice and it'll give you a hint, and then you can try to work from that, you know, or whatever. You have an NPC encounter, roll the dice and see how that person reacts to you, that sort of stuff. And I think that, so Iron Sworn is kind of built from that foundation of being a co-op, or that's a GM-less game or a solo game, and then you can play guided, which is cool. Like, I think it's a neat system. I think that my friend Jeff and I are going to try to play a GM-less game to see how it goes. More or less for my personal curiosity. I think I told you last week that I've had an idea for a 2-player RPG for a while now, and I want to see how I can make that work, and I think a lot of it is going to come down to seeing how this Oracle thing works. I've never used it. I think it's an interesting idea. I have used in the past, I don't know if this was something that everybody had, but we're talking pre-internet. I remember like random encounter tables. Well, I definitely know random encounter tables were a thing. Random encounter tables were a thing that were in D&D books, I believe. But there was also like there was a series like Grimtooth's, I think. There was like Grimtooth's traps and Grimtooth's dungeon rooms and whatever. And so I definitely use those as a GM to help kind of spark my creativity. And it would be like, all right, you guys enter a room, I could roll and see what was in the room. So I've done that kinda. I just never really thought about doing it for myself. And then Flying Buffalo released a series of Tunnels and Trolls solo modules, which were basically choose your own adventure books, except you had a character, and that character, you maintained that character's stats, and you played through these modules. So that's a very different type of thing than just creating an adventure on your own. But so I did do some reading. I did a little bit of gaming. I started Mario RPG, which is it's not holding my attention, but I'll probably play it this week because I feel that sinus pressure that pushes on your eyeballs and makes it difficult to see. I feel that creeping in, and I don't like it, and it makes it very, very difficult to work and very, very difficult to read. But I can do something like play Mario RPG from the couch, and it doesn't bother my eyes as much. So hopefully, whatever I have doesn't progress any further, and I get to feeling better. So anyway, what did you do? Oh, I did. Well, I have a new art project that I bought the stuff for, and it got delivered. So I think that I'm going to try to do another print soon. I have a little bit more of an artsy idea than what I did for the ship. So I might try to. I don't know what I'm going to try to do. I just have a little bit of inspiration to try to create a few things, and I'm going to do that. Will I try to sell them? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be an artist. I'm not an artist, but I'm venturing into that sort of territory with this stuff, and I'd like to figure out a way to get that out into the world and let people enjoy it somehow, some way, shape, or form. So, yeah. Some point this week we might talk about it. You got any questions? I'd love to answer some questions this week because I feel like my brain is a little bit shot. Things you want to know about me or my life or my adventures. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is supplant. It is a verb meaning to take the place of. If we would supplant the opinions and policy of our fathers in any case, we should do so upon evidence so conclusive and arguments so clear that even their great authority, fairly considered and weighted, cannot stand. Abraham Lincoln. Supplant. S-U-P-P-L-A-N-T. I always thought supplanting had more of a negative tone, like it was done with malice or with force.